Did you have any reservations at all about this house, or were you pretty confident when we walked out of here that this is what I want, this is what I've been looking for all along, I just didn't know it until I walked in there?
If somebody had told me this house was bigger than it was, I would have believed them. I
You
think
say
the only
it feels
thing
a
was,
lot bigger than it really
yeah,
is.
so the only thing I was concerned about was knowing the actual number was really not much bigger than our other place. And then thinking, once we get stuff in here, is it gonna start feeling small again? But honestly, I feel like once we got all of our furniture and everything in here, I feel like it feels even bigger now. So we were a little nervous about the timing of selling our condo, because we needed to sell our condo in order to be able to have the money to put down to buy a house. And so we were definitely nervous with the timeline of all of that happening, the way that it needed to fall into place so that we didn't have to, live with family or in an apartment for a couple of months while we were looking for a home.
So you knew what you wanted to do, you just really kind of had no idea how to make it all happen.
Yes, we definitely knew what we wanted. We needed somebody to walk us through it, and Brian did a great job of walking us through it. We were pretty stressed about it, trying to talk about it ourselves, but he definitely helped us to be able to see the big picture and how to make it happen.
When you decided that this was the house you really liked, I got a little bit nervous because it was new construction. It was about 90% complete, but still needed a little bit to be done. And we hadn't closed on the condo yet, which means we were going to have to write an offer that was contingent on the condo being closed. And builders typically don't want to deal with any contingencies. They want a sure thing. Fortunately, we had a previous relationship with this particular builder. I had worked with him before, and so he was very comfortable working with me in that if I told him, hey, this condo is going to close, you don't need to worry about it, the buyer will be there, I was able to leverage that relationship to get that contingent offer accepted. So that really ended up being helpful for us as well.
I don't feel, nervous about my kids going out in the front, because before we lived off of a busy road, so it was a little nerve-wracking to have them go out by themselves. We love that we're backed up to woods. The kids they think that they're in the country being backed up to woods like this. They have a blast playing out there, and there's a path out there that leads to a little park with a big hill for sledding. And yeah, it's just been a really, really great place to live. I'll go back to a couple of years ago. If we had bought when we originally were ready to get out of the condo and we hadn't waited upon, you're telling us like, hey, don't just settle, we would not be in a house like this. Brian was excellent at leading us through the process, and also his mortgage broker that he works with, Crystal, she was fantastic to go through it too. Both of them were just on the ball, giving us, answers back immediately to any questions that we had or concerns. And I would do it all over again. But actually I wouldn't, because I want to stay here and I don't want to do it all over again.